Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Well, welcome back here at Lewis County High School, home of the Panthers and Lady Panthers. We're here tonight on X Sports Network, bringing you varsity volleyball action. Lady Panthers come away victorious in the JV, winning both sets, 2 sets in a row to take it. One was 25-19, the other was 25-21. I think the Lewis County Lady Panthers come in 4-0 in the district. I think 4-2 overall. Only 2 losses on the year. The Lady Mustangs come into this one 4-6. I'm pretty sure that's our record. You would think we probably would know that since we have a volleyball plays lots of matches. I do know this. Lady Mustangs are 3-1. I'm almost certain in the district. Only a district loss to a great Summertown team who will play Lewis County also and Loretto again. Once again here, what a beautiful facility. Our thoughts and prayers is for this Lewis County family over here. Suffering the loss of one of their own. So our thoughts and prayers here from all the family here at the X Sports Network to you guys and the Loretto fan base back at home will be in prayer for you guys as you put one foot in front of the other in the next few days to come. Sports is big in many areas, and they've made some great steps here in the X Sports world here. We're in the middle of a great fan base here today. Got some great Lewis County people all around us here today. And so I'll have to learn some new names here. It's like we got Connor on the front, followed by number 23, Stutz. And number 10, that's going to be Quieter. And number 8, also Marshall. Number 13, Norris. And number 14 is going to be Couch. Couch played a little bit in the number 13 will take a seat. Norris will. In comes, I can't see her number. Her hair is right in the way there, the libero. Yep, number 7, I think. That's going to be, Keltner. So we'll try to get those as soon as we possible. On the front for the Lady Mustangs, you got Sanders, Cheatham, Fisher. On the back, you got Newton, Winters, and Laws. And we're set to get on the way. Varsity action. Best of 5 here. First 1 to 3. Laws falls over. Keltner. It's going to be, nice hustle there. Keltner going to get that one over and through the thing, and Winters lost it in the rafters. Nice job by number 6. And number 8 dove in there and did. Marshall somehow got that through the rafters. Number 22 back to serve it up. Connor. Winters. Newton. Cheatham with the swing and going to be long. And 2-0 quickly here. Connor back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Ball's over. Fisher passes that one up. Newton. Sanderson, big swing. Dug out, but going to get a kill off the hands of number 8. That's Marshall. Big swing by Sanderson down for the kill. Out goes Fisher. In comes Corbin back to serve it up as Winters. Sanderson has been having a couple good games in a row, good swings. Winters gets that one over. Dug out by ball in air. Number 14, Couch just going to get it over, and Winters has to come up and just like number 7, Keltner comes out. Number 13, I think, checked in there. It's Norris. Or it might have been number 10. No, it was number 13, Norris. 23 back to serve it up. That's Stutz. Hard serve, Winters. Ball up in the air. Well, communication is going to bump it over. It's number 10. That's Quieter. Ball's dug out on the back row. Pushed over here. Swing, and somebody's in the net. 13 is going to be the net. 4-1 lead here by Lewis County. Stutz still on the serve. Stutz, hard serve. Winters. That's going to be tipped down. Nice job of Corbin digging it out. 22 corner sets it over here. Big swing and going to be wide. It's going to be now a high swing by Couch, just a little wide. In comes Tidwell, out goes Newton for the Lady Mustangs. In comes Potts, out goes Cheatham. Potts will go back to serve it up. Loretto, Lady Mustangs trailing this in 4-2. Potts back to serve it up. Sanderson, Tidwell, Corbett on the front. Potts, ball's over, and that's out. Service error for Potts. First one for the Lady Mustangs here in set number 1. They trail this in 5-2. Number 10, Quieter gets it over. Laws. It's going to be over, and big swing. Dug out by Winters. Laws. Tidwell bumps it over. Nice hustle by number 22, Connor. Potts. Corbin down for the kill off a Quieter, number 10. We'll just call her Bailey because I don't want to mess that name up. Surratt comes in. Out comes Sanderson. Out goes Laws. In comes Bennett. Surratt goes back to serve it up. Aubrey on the serve. 5-3. Serves over. Also dug out. 22 Connor sends it over here, and it can be tipped in no man's land by number 14 Couch. Down for the kill. 6-3. Couch. She's going to go back to serve it up. Ball in the air. It's over. Winters passes that up. Potts sets it over here. Bennett swings short near the net. 7-3. 4-point lead here by the Lady Panthers. They are very pumped up here today. Second match in this new gymnasium. Couch gets that over. Surratt passes it up. Newton. Tidwell just going to tip it out of bounds. 8-3, trailing this one by 5, and Nick Quillen has seen enough. He wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching girls high school volleyball here on the Exports Network.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
And we're back here at Lewis County. Lewis County Lady Panthers has come out storming here. 8-3, leading by 5 over the Lady Mustangs. Lady Mustangs took a timeout. Couch still on serve, and that's going to be out. So Couch is not alone. She added to that statistic. Fisher in, Corbin back to serve. Fisher, Bennett, Tibble on the front. 8-4, Corbin serves it up. Couch. Connor. They set to punch that one over. It's going to be wide by number 8. That's Marshall. Shoved that one a little bit too far. So I'll begin to learn some of these names as we get through this. We have at least 3 sets. Corbin. Hard serve, and that's going to be the ace for Corbin. Down in front of a diving number 10, Bailey. Quieter. Corbin, hard hit. Fisher tips it to nobody's land into a diving number 7, Keltner, but just a little short. Fisher with the kill. 8-7. A little bit of run here. 3-0 run put on here by the Lady Mustangs. Corbin. Ball in the air again. And off the hands of Couch and Connor. Down for the kill. So we're 8-8 squared up here. So we'll pull us back even here at 8. Corbin. And just a bit more mustard on that one than we need. But nevertheless, nice run there by Corbin. Out comes Keltner. Here comes number 23. Stutz comes back into the game. Ball's up and over. Potts. Bennett. That was touched. Down for the kill. And we're tied at 9. Keltner comes back in. Out comes number 13. Out comes Norris. Ball's up and over, and that's going to be off the hands at number 10, Quieter for the ace. Newton back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. It's off of Quieter. Stutz with a big swing off Fisher's hands. And we're tied at 10. So number 8, Marshall goes back to serve it up. Ball's over. Fisher passes over here. Stutz going to tip it down. And 11-10. Hit it again. It's going to be wide. So we tied at 11, just like the JV matchup earlier, back and forth. Sanderson comes in, out comes Surratt. Bennett comes out, in comes Laws. So Laws will go back, serve it up again. She started this match, her second time around at the serve. Ball's over, dug out there by Marshall. Stutz going to tip it. And again, down for the kill. 12-11. So it looks like number 22, Connor, back to serve it up. Ball's over. Winters passes this one up. Newton over here to Sanderson. Big swing and out. 13-11. 2-point lead here. Lady Mustangs was down as much as 5 earlier. Just trailing this one by 2 now. Connor gets it over. Winters. Fisher. Fisher tips it. Dug out by Marshall. Stutz, big swing. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Sanderson off the hands. Dug out. Oh, and down in front of number 10, Quieter. But a nice dig by number 8, Marshall again. 13-12. In comes Corbin. Out goes Fisher. Winters goes back to serve it up. Winters. That ball is out. Keltner did a good job letting it go. Service error, 14-12. Stutz back on the serve. Service error back to the Lady Mustangs. 14-13. Potts comes in, out comes Cheatham and Newt. So on the front wall, we got Sanderson, Tidwell, Corbin. Potts goes back to serve it up. Potts gets it over. Off the hands of Marshall. Connor. 13 just punches it over. Nobody there. That's Norris. And Norris picks up the kill. Lady Mustangs, seems to me, I don't know a whole lot about this sport, but just not being proactive here. Quieter, back to serve it up. Ball's over. Winters, Newton. Oh, big swing by Corbin. Nice hustle here by Connor, but it's going to go off her hands, out of bounds. Good hustle by that kid. 15-13. Big swing by Mallory Corbin. Mallory just went in. Yeah, we had people running there. Braley needed a break, she said. She said, I'm out of here. Srat back on the serve now. We got it straightened out there. Connor sets it up over here. Marshall, big swing, blocked, back and out of bounds. Big swing by Marshall. She'll get the kill, 16-14. Couch. Back to serve it up. Ball in air and over. Winters. Potts sets it up over here. Bennett. Big swing by Haley Bennett and down for the kill. Bailey's first, 16-15. Now we're going to do a little more rotation. Fisher comes in. Out goes Winters. She was ready for a break the last rotation there, but had a good run last time when Corbin was serving. Loretto was probably looking for another run like that. Ball's up and down, and Couch is going to send this one over to Connor. Keltner going to hit a little zip into it, right and down in front. Keltner, the libero with the kill. (17-15). Norris back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Ball's over. Bennett gets that in the air. Potts passes it over here. Bennett back again, and that's out. 18-15. The Lady Panthers pulled out to a 3-point lead. So we'll have to take a timeout. Timeout with them here on the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay now starting at $20 per hour, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website, southeastcarriers.com, or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
This is the X Sports Network.
18-15. Lady Mustangs trailing by 3 here. Norris still on serve here. Ball's over. Winters passes it up. Potts. Fisher just has to hit it. Pretty good hit. Fisher tips it back down. Nice hustle by Marshall. Potts. Tidwell just has to tip it over. Marshall gets it in the air. Connor just going to shove it over. Surratt. Potts. Bennett. And I think that was off the top of the net. Off the top of the net and down. Point for Lewis County. 19-15. They're getting close to that backstretch here. Norris. Ball's over. Surratt. Potts. Bennett just tips it over. Connor gets it in the air. Marshall shoves it out here to Stutz. Stutz tips it. Dug out by Potts. Winters. Somebody's just got to get it over. Tidwell will get a free ball over. Up in the air. Connor. Stutz. Going to send it to the back of the parking lot. And we're 19-16. So Newton back to serve it up. Had a question there, I guess. I don't know. Newton It's going to make a service error, 20-16. And Lewis County Lady Panthers have entered the backstretch here at 2016, leading by 4. Marshall back to serve it up. Marshall sends that in deep. Winters passes it up. Newton needs some help. Bennett just has to get it over. Marshall gets it in the air. Connor going to bump it back to the middle. Stutz calls that one. She wants it. She sends that one deep. Winters passes it up. Set by Newton. Swing by Cheatham. Off the hands of Marshall. Up in the air, and nice hustle by Couch and Stutz, but nice hustle by Lady Mustangs, 2017. Sanderson checks in. Out goes Surratt. In comes Laws. Out goes Bennett. So Laws, her third time around serving here in this first set. Laws, nice serve. That's dug out by Couch. Fisher shows that one down for the kill. (2018). Not for sure. I'm kind of lost what's going on here too. Laws gets a serve over, and that's a service error. 21-18. So, 22, Connor back to serve it up, leading this one by 3. Ball over. Winters passes it up. Newton. Sanderson swings, dug out by Connor. Pushed over there by Couch. And 2 Lady Mustangs go after it. So 22-18, 3 points away from taking this first set as Connor still on the serve. Ball's in there, it's over. Winters, Newton, Sanderson, dug out by number 10, Quieter. Quieter going to take the swing off the hands, up in the air by Laws. Newton, Cheatham tips it down for the kill. 22-19, but all kind of Lady Panthers after the volleyball. Corbin in, Fisher out. Winters. It hits 23-19. Got to keep playing here if you're the Lady Mustangs, and if you're the Panthers, you want to try to finish this one. 23-19, 4-point lead. Stutz back to serve. Stutz and an ace in front of Winters. That doesn't happen very much. She is Stutz. Stutz. Ball up and over. Winters. That's a little bit too long and down for the kill. And they will take this first set 25-19. We'll be back here after these messages. You're watching girls high school volleyball here on the X-Sports Network.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here at Lewis County High School. Lewis County taking the first set over the Lady Mustangs 25-19. And, I don't say a lot, but I think Loretto just, I don't know. To see the enthusiasm, they've played before, I don't know that they was on top of their game, but hats off to the Lewis County Lady Panthers. Played a very good, solid first set. They were hyped up, ready to go. Some big swings from Marshall and Stutz, and Keltner had a couple, and these kids played hard. And Connor, they just was all over the floor, and just a little bit different look maybe. We're getting set to go here, underway. Tomorrow night, host slate of football will be here on the X Sports Network. So tune in for that. Friday night football. So Lewis County will get to serve it up. Connor will serve it. So here we go. Connor gets it over. Bennett digs it out and going to pass over Stutz. Connor going to shove it over here to number 10. Potts going to dig that one out. It was quieter. Bennett, back row attack. And Lewis County takes a 1-0 lead. Connor. Lewis County went on a big run first to last set. Winters, Potts, Sanders tips it and down for the kill. Aubrey Sratt into the game. Sratt back on the serve. It's over. Keltner gets that in the air. Connor pushes it over to Couch. Couch with a swing, and that's going to be wide. So 2-1. Surratt, Couch, passes that one up. Connor, blocked back by Corbin. Bennett, Potts, Corbin, off the hands of Keltner for the kill. So 3-1. So Surratt on the serve, ball's up and over. Marshall off her fingertips down for the ace. 4-1, Lewis County Lady Panthers wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching girls high school volleyball here on the X Sports Network.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
And we're back here at Lewis County High School. Timeout taken by the Lady Panthers. Had a great first set. Now this second set here. Come out scoring the first point on this, but Loretta's on a 4-0 run here in the last little bit. Aubrey Surratt back to serve it up again here for the Lady Mustangs. Ball's over Keltner. Over to Connor. Gonna set it over here to Stutz, and Stutz going to come out with a kill. Her first here in the second set, 4-2. Stutz got a big swing on her. Stutz going to hit that and just going to be wide. 5-2. Stutz going to take a break. Keltner going to come back in. We got Norris on the front row. Connor, Couch. Ball's over and service error by Corbin. 5-3. Number 10, Quieter, will go back to serve it up. Quieter on the serve. Ball's up and over. Nice job by Surratt. Keltner comes in. Connor gets it back. Surratt digs that one out. Potts. Bennett tips it to no man's land. Nice hustle there by Norris. I mean, not by Norris, but ball's up there. Potts. Bennett tips it deep. Dug out by Connor. Keltner. Number 14, Couch, gets it over. Dug out by Potts. Potts gets it up. Big swing by Bennett. Nice dig there. Marshall going to shove it deep. Dug out. Fisher tips it deep. Keltner. Connor. Tipped. Potts. Bennett. Tidwell down for the kill. Wow. Back and forth. Neither team there. A lot more intensity on both sides this time. Lewis County definitely had most of the intensity the first set, and Loretto's come out with a little bit more intensity here. Newton back to serve it up. Newton. Another service error for the Lady Mustangs. So 2 already here in the second set. Couch back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Winters passes that one up. Newton. Cheatham. Swing. Keltner digs it out. Surratt there to get that one. Newton. Cheatham. Marshall digs that one out. Connor going to set this one over here. Blocked back by Fisher and Cheatham, but nice hustle by the Lady Panthers. Newton pushes that over here. Bennett tips it. And a diving Marshall. But the ball's out of bounds. 7-4, Lady Mustangs. Law's in. Also Sanderson has checked in. Law's nice serve. Off Quieter. Oh, Keltner just going to get that one over. Right? Dug out by Winters. Newton going to push that one over here. Sanderson going to get a little swing on it. Dug out by Keltner. Connor. Norris just tips it over. Laws digs that one out. Back set over Cheatham. Cheatham hits it. Couch gets that one over. Connor. Marshall going to push it deep to no man's land. Down for the kill. 7-5. Keltner comes out. Norris will go back to serve. Norris looking to cut in Lewis 2-point lead, and that's off the top of the net. Nice job by Fisher. Newton. Sanderson, big swing and down for the kill. That was all set up by a hustling play and a nice set there. Good way to finish that. 8-5. Corbin back in the game. Winters back to serve it up. Winters gets it over. It's going to be off the hands of Couch. Connor pushes over here. Stutz winds up with a swing. Winters digs that one out. Newton. Sanderson gets a little on it. That's going off the hands of Stutz. Down for another kill. So 9-5. This is nowhere near over with by any stretch of the make. So Winters gets it over. Ball's up in the air. Connor get it up in the air. Stutz, big swing, blocked by Mallory Corbin. Corbin and Cheatham were both there. I think Corbin probably got the most of that one. Winters up and over. He dug out by Quieter. Connor, Keltner, Tipped at the net, but Cheatham tips it. Marshall gets it back over here. Connor gets it in the air. Stutz tips it back down, and another block by Corbin. So in comes number 3, Inman. Out comes Stutz. Inman played a lot in the JV game, played it really well. The Winners. Quieter gets it in the middle. Connor, and she comes in and gets a kill. Just like that. Welcome to the game, Miss Inman. So she come right in and got the kill. Marshall, ball's over. Laws passes that one up. Newton over to Sanderson. Sanderson gets the swing, and that's a little long. Just a bit. Line judge says that's just a bit long. They're putting the points on the wrong side on the scoreboard, so I don't really know what the score is. Oh, he overruled her. Okay, you don't see that much. Mr. Official says Marshall up in the air. Keltner. Emmett just going to bump that one over. Corbin gets it over. Quick hands. Nice job by Tidwell, but good heads-up play there by, that will be, I think, Quieter just played the net really well there. So 12-7. Connor back to serve it up again. She started this second set at the serve. Gets it over. Winter's going to pass that one up. Potts shoves it over here. Tidwell tips it. Nice job there by Quieter. Corbin. And somebody's in the net. Number 3, Inman's going to be in the net. Her and Corbin was going at it at the net, 13-7. I don't know what grade number 3 is in, but she's not scared. Probably got it here on my sheet here. She's a freshman. Surratt gets it over. Couch. Connor. Quieter. And she comes in with the kill. Big swing there, 13-8. Ball's up in the air. Ball's tipped and over. And that's going to be long, hit by Norris. We've got something up on the screen here. We don't know how we got it.
This is the X Sports Network.
Corbin back to dugout. Connor. Norris just bumps it over. Corbin passes it up. Back set. Nice job by Tidwell up in the air by Norris. Surratt digs that one out. Potts. Fisher over the net. Backing over. Dug out by Surratt. Potts. Back row Corbin. That's long. So we've got our camera going, but we've got something on the screen. And so that's going to be out. Oh, an ace. 15-10. And so we'll try to get this figured out. Got Quieter back on the serve. Ball's up and over service area. 16-10. So if you're seeing all kind of things going on, we may have to just unplug it and reset the camera. Maybe the old IT Newton serves it up. Dug out. Connor. And Couch tried to get a swing on it, just come up short. 17-10. Lewis County wants to take a timeout. We do apologize again for that technical difficulties. We'll be back after these messages here on A Sports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here at Lewis County, where the Lady Panthers take their second timeout here in set number 2. Trailing this in 17-10 over the Lady Mustangs. Just a miscommunication there by Quieter. Just I think that ball may have got on her a little quicker. 18-10 ace by Newton. Number 21, Rowell. Another freshman will check in the game. Newton gets that over, and Rowell going to pass that one up. Connor, Couch. That might have been out, but nice hustle by Winters. Fisher going to push it deep. Connor, Couch. Big swing by Marshall, but it never got over. $19-10. Newton. Ball's up and over. That's going to be off the hands of Couch, but a nice hustle by Rowell. Marshall going to get it over. Surratt. Newton. And so 19-11 now. So Couch back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Ball's in the air, it's over. Nice hustle by Fisher. Bennett gets it up in the air. Cheatham just gets it over. Connor somehow gets it over. Couch going to send that over. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Bennett off the hands of number 14, Couch. Down for the kill, 20-11. Sanderson checks back in. Out goes Surratt. In comes Laws. Out goes Bennett. Big swing by Haley Bennett. Nice hustle by Couch on the other side to try to make the dig. 20-11. Laws. Gets that one over. Rowell digs that one out. Connor. Norris. Winters digs that one out. Newton over here. Sanderson gets a swing on it. Up in the air by Couch. Connor. Norris is going to send a free ball over. Winters pushes it up. Newton. Fisher. Dug out by Couch. Marshall. Dug out by Laws. Newton just gets it up in the air. Sanderson somehow tries to get it over. Couch helps her out. Connor. Marshall. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Sanderson going to push it over here. Up in the air by Rowell. Connor. Norris with a swing. Dug out by Laws. Newton. Cheatham just has to push it deep. And Keltner. What a job. And Lewis County's going to win the point. Nice job by Keltner on the backside. 20-12. So Norris backed. Serve it up, 20-12. Ball's over. Law's going to pass that one up. Newton sends it over here, needs some help. So 20-13. So Lewis County chipping into this lead a little bit here, 20-13 here in the second set. Norris gets that one over. Winters. Pass that one up. Newton. Way too deep over here. And it's 20-14. Well, Norris, ball over. Winters passes that up. Newton puts over to Sanderson. Sanderson jumps and didn't get it over. 2015, Coach Nick Quillen wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. We're watching girls high school volleyball here on the Exports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Lewis County High School. 2015, Loretto leads the second set. Lewis County on a pretty good run. Loretto had a lot of intensity earlier in this set, but Loretto got a little bit of lead and got a little comfortable here. Need to make some adjustments and keep battling here. Norris, Laws, passes that up. Newton over here. Sanderson going to get free ball over Norris. Over to Connor. Inman. Ball up in the air. Newton. Sanderson, big swing. Dug out by Norris. Connor. Inman. Down for the kill. Her second one. Her second one since coming in off the bench. Norris. Winters. Fisher just bumps that up in the air. Sanderson. Connor. Marshall going to send a free ball over. Winters. Newton. Sanderson. Down for the kill. Winters back to serve it up. Corbin. And 2017 service era. I have that with Loretta's third this set. A little better than last set so far. Marshall. Back to serve it up. Ball's in the air and over. Cheatham. Up in the air by Quieter. Inman blocked down by Corbin, 22-17. Tibble in. Newton out. Potts in. Cheatham out. Potts back to serve it up. We're right on the backside. Marshall going to put it front. Nice job by Connor. Marshall going to get it over Winters. Potts going to send this to the middle. Sanders. Keltner digs it out. Connor going to send it back to the middle. Marshall gets it over. Dug out by Corbin. Potts. Corbin swings down for the kill. 23-17. 2 points away from Loretto taking this second set. Potts. Potts serves up and down for the ace. That just floated into no man's land. Nice serve by Ella Potts. 24-17, 1 point away from taking the second set. Ball's up. Marshall going to dig that one out. Connor. Inman tips it. And down for the kill, 24-18. That's Inman's third kill since coming in. Up and over there by Connor. Corbin just has to tip it. Down off of Inman for the kill. For Loretto will take the second set, 25-18. We'll be back with third set action here on the X Sports Network after these messages.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. We'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here on the X Sports Network. Coming up on set number 3. Lewis County taking the first set 25-19. Lady Mustangs come back to take the second set 25-18. Just like that, we're headed towards the third set here. Best of 5. The best of 5. So first 1 to 3 wins this match. Like I said earlier, I think Lewis County's 4-0 in the district, and the Lady Mustangs are 3-1. So it'll be a really tough district this time. Norris comes out. Keltner comes in. Connor, Stutz. Quieter. Potts gets it over. Dug out by Couch. Connor. Stutz is going to bump that one a little wide right. And so Lady Mustangs on the board first. They're on the board first, 1-0. Potts. Couch bumps that up. Connor sets it over at Quieter. Just going to tip it. I don't think it ever got over. That's 4 hits, but Winters, Potts, Sanderson going to tip it, and that's going to. So we're tied at 1. That's one of those 50-50. Sometimes you get, sometimes you don't. Connor back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Ball's over. Bennett passes it up. Potts, backside Corbin. Connor, a diving Couch there, but off the hands of somebody. It was 3 Lady Panthers. I don't know if that's Marshall or what. 2-1. Aubrey Stratt checks in. Out goes Sanders. Aubrey will go back to serve it up. On the front, you got Bennett, Tidwell, and Corbin. Stratt sends that one deep. Keltner pushes that one over here towards the pole. Nice job by Connor. Over by Marshall. Winters. Tidwell just tips it. Dug out by Marshall. Connor. Stutz. Just gets a little bit on it. Dug out by Potts. Winters. Bennett. Dug out by Connor. Stutz. wider, down for the kill. And so we're tied at 2. Stutz goes back to serve. In comes number 13, Norris. Stutz down for the ace in front of Surratt. And Lewis County takes a 3-2 lead. Stutz in front of Bennett for back-to-back aces for Stutz. Four-2 lead, Lewis County. Lady Panthers. Stutz. Winters. Somehow Tibble gets it in there. Big hit, but dug out by Winters. Connor push it over here. Norris just going to shove it over. Dug out by Surratt. Bennett, big swing, and out. So 5-2, Lewis County comes out in this third set, kind of like they did in the first set. Stutz on the serve here. Ball's up. Service error by Stutz. Brings the score 5-3. Corbin out, Fisher in. Winters goes back to serve it up. Ball's over, dug out by Keltner. Connor gets it up in the air. Ball's going to be hit over, dug out by Winters. That was Quieter hits it. Bennett gets a little bit on it. And Marshall, nope, I think it was, number 8 Marshall got a right. Got a left hand on it, but it's going to be punched out of bounds. So Lady Mustangs trail by 1, 5-4. Winters. She's back to serve it up. Ball's over. Keltner. Connor gets it up in the air. Marshall just going to send a free ball over. Bennett, she's going to pass it over and get number 10, Quieter, come unhinged on that one. 6-4. That kid has had 2 huge kills so far in this set. That ball's going to be long, 6-5. So Rowell comes in the game, serves one a little bit long. In comes Newton. Out goes Tidwell. In comes Cheatham. Out goes Potts. So Newton back to serve it up. Ball's up in the air by Couch. Connor going to get it up in the air. Marshall just going to send it over, and that's a bit hard. So we're tied at 6. Newton. All squared away, and there's the first service error of this set. Seven to 6. Couch goes back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Over. Bennett run in front of Fisher, and down for the kill. 8-6, 2-point lead here. Couch still on serve. Winters. Fisher gets a hand on it, but 9-6. So back-to-back good serves here by Couch. Couch over again. It's going to be long. 9-7. That's the third service error for the Lady Panthers in this set. Law's in. Sanderson checks in. Out goes Bennett. And the second for the Lady Mustangs. 10-7. Lady Mustangs trail this one by 3. Keltner out. In comes Stutz. Back to serve it up is Norris. Norris is back to serve it up. I don't know what grade she's in. She's a senior. Laws passes that one up. Newton, back set, Cheatham. Cheatham just tips it over. Marshall digs it out. Connor going to put it in the air. Stutz going to get a little bit on it. Lady Mustangs, you got to know where the volleyball's at. You can't assume it's always going over. 11-7. Norris serves it up. Fisher passes it up. Newton. Sanderson, big hit. That's touched and down for another kill right in front of Rowell. 11-8. So Fisher will go back to serve it up. Out comes Winters, in comes Corbin. Fisher gets it over. Rowell off of her hands. Keltner. Stutz tips it off the hands of Cheatham and down for the kill. 12-8. Lewis County in the lead of this one. In comes Quieter. Out goes Rowell. And boy, I tell you what, if you're Lewis County, you want to see her come back in the way she's swinging. Marshall. She's back to serve it up. Ball's up and over, and that's way long. So 12-9. Tidwell check in. Out comes Newton. In comes Potts. Out goes Cheatham. So Ella Potts back on the serve. Loretto 12 on this one, 12-9. Ball's up, Keltner. Connor. Quieter just tips it to nobody is there. Well, I guess when she hits 3 of them at 97 mile an hour, I guess a 3 mile an hour one's hard to judge. So back to 4-point lead here. Connor, ball in the air. Corbin. Potts sets it up and down for another kill for Sanderson. Bella Grace is having a good match here, 13-10. So Surratt in the game, also Bennett. Out comes Laws, out comes Sanderson. Aubrey Surratt back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. Keltner going to come off funny. Marshall just going to push that and over this side. Couch gets it over. Corbin passes it up. Potts. Corbin tips it to no man's land, down for the kill. 13-11. That's another instance when people are hitting and they can hit it hard. You can't be 2 places at once. Surratt. Ball deep. Ball up in the air by Couch. Connor. Stutz just gets it over. Pass up by Winters. Over here. Bennett. Big swing and down for the kill. Haley Bennett in front of Marshall. So brings our score here, 13-12. Surratt gets it over. Couch. Connor. Quieter just tips it up in the air. Bennett. Oh, Potts to Corbin with the kill. And we're tied at 13. Surratt still on the serve. Ball in there, it's over. Couch pushes it over here to Connor. Backside here, Stutz. Try her hand at it. Dug out by Tidwell. Surratt. Bennett. Connor digs that one out. Stutz. Quieter somehow gets it over. Nice adjustment. Potts gets it in the air. Bennett gets a little bit on it. Dug out by Connor. Stutz. Quieter. She gets a lot on it. Dug out by Winters. Potts. Bennett. And out. 14-13. Lady Panthers take back the lead. Norris in. Out goes Keltner. Back to serve it up. It's going to be Stutz. Ball's up and over. Winter's going to pass that and up. Potts. Backside Corbin. Down with the kill. 14-14. Got some kind of question here again. The more I do X-Force, the more I really find a lot of this music. Winners, service era. Third point for the Lady Mustangs here today, here in this set. So lead goes back to Lewis County, 15-14. Out comes Quieter, in comes Rowell. Rowell's a freshman, number 21. Ball's up, and that's out. Going to be long. So we're trading shots here at 15 apiece. In comes Newton, in comes Cheatham, out comes Tidwell, out goes Potts. Fisher, Bennett, Cheatham on the front. Winners, Surratt and Newton. Newton out. Connor going to push it over here. Marshall shoves it over. It never got over. (16-15). My producer said it. Avery Cheatham got it. I'll give you credit. Newton. All's over. Dug out by Couch. Connor gets it back. Couch just sends it over. Winners. Newton back set. Cheatham. Dug out by Connor. Marshall bumps it over. Nice job by Winners. Newton. Bennett. Dug out by Marshall. Couch. Marshall. Newton. Bennett. And down for the kill will be Marshall. We're all tied at 16 again. In comes Inman. Out goes Marshall. Ball's over. Winters gets it. Newton bumps it over here. Off the hands of Couch there. Quick tip back. And nice job by Surratt. Newton. Bennett. I don't think it ever got over. 17-16. Lewis County takes the lead. Back to serve it up will be number 14, Couch. Service error for Lewis County. Ball goes back 17-17. Sanderson back at the game. Out goes Surratt, out goes Bennett. Volleyball's a long season. That's not really a long season, but a lot of games. Laws. Keltner down for the ace. Nice job of Laws coming in. Loretto takes an 18-17 lead. Ball's in the air. Dug out. Sanderson gets it up in the air. Newton. Cheatham. Tied 18-18. Our service is going in and out here, so we do apologize again if you're experiencing any glitches. Norris, Winters, Newton, Cheatham. Good job by Inman trying to get to it, but Avery Cheatham, that's her forte, I would say, that little spot there. Well, the games I've been able to call this year. Fisher will go back to serve it up. Winters will come out. In comes Corbin. Lady Mustangs winning this one by one, 19-18. Fisher gets it over. Keltner. Connor. Inman. Laws hits that one. Connor. Inman. Connor tips it. Laws gets it up. Corbin pushes it deep. Keltner digs it out. Connor. Stutz. Free ball. Cheatham. Corbin tips it and down. Right in front of a diving Couch. But nevertheless, the ball hits the turf, and Loretto has entered the backstretch, 20-18. Fisher on the serve. Ball's up and over and right in front of Keltner. Stutz. Keltner just going to send that and over. Free ball. Corbin. Newton. Sanderson. Keltner digs it out. Couch gets it back to the middle. Inman just going to send a free ball over. Cheatham. Newton. Cheatham. Stutz. Newton gets it in the air. Laws. Sanderson going to send a free ball over. Dug out by Couch. Connor. Push it over to Stutz. Stutz a swing. Nope. Tipped back by Stutz for the kill. 2019. Fisher out. Corbin will stay in. Inman going to send this some deep balls. Passes it up. Sanderson. And going to hit it across court, and we're tied. (20-20). Inman. She's the freshman back. Ball's over. Winters. What's up with it? Cheatham. Down. Good hit. Good dig by Couch. Stutz. Big swing. And 21-20. Lewis County Lady Panthers have taken the lead in the third set. Back and forth we've been here. Neither team has really been able to pull away. They would have got down by 5 earlier. Inman. Ball's up and over. Winters passes that one up. Newton. Corbin down for the kill. So 21-21. Got some kind of question here. Lewis County thinks that she was in the net. I think the ball went off the top of the net. But so 21-21. All right, we're all tied up again here. Tidwell in, out goes Newton, in comes Potts, out goes Cheatham. Both sides are into this one. Potts gets it over. Keltner. Connor going to set it up over here. Quieter. Oh, dug out by Winters. Going to get center's going to get it over. Keltner. Connor. Quieter. Tips it and down by Corbin. 22-21. Wow. What a set. What a set this has been both ways. These kids are playing their hearts out here today. Potts. Still on the serve. Potts gets it over. Inman. Connor. Stutz. Going to get a swing on it up in the air by Tidwell. Laws. Sanderson here just going to bump it over. Inman. Connor. Set over to Quieter. Quieter, big hit. It didn't get over. That ball never got over, but nevertheless, Corbin digs it out. Potts. Corbin tips it down for the kill. I don't think the ball got over, but hey, I don't blame him. Let him play. Let him play. 23-21. Loretto. 2 points away here. You almost feel like this is a big important set here. Potts. Potts gets it over. Keltner. Connor going to pull over to Quieter. Quieter, big hit. Dug out by Stutz. Connor just going to send it over to Laws. Potts. Sanderson tips it. Ball up in the air. Inman. Keltner gets it back to the middle. Couch sends it back, and that's going to be a point. 24-21. Set number 3 point here. 24-21. Potts. I think Potts forgot she was served. (24-21). Ball over. Inman. Keltner gets it to the middle. He's got a free ball over by Stutz. That may be Winters going to push that into the front. Potts. Corbin hits it to the parking lot. Just a bit long by Mallory Corbin. 24-22. We're not done yet. Number 22, Connor, will go back for Lewis County. Still set point here for the Lady Mustangs. Connor gets it over. Corbin. Potts. Corbin pushes it deep and out. 24-23. 24-23. We're Loretto still in set point here. Ball's up and over. Winters. Potts. Corbin. And we're tied. We're going to have extra volleyball. And so timeout here taken by Loretto. We'll take it with them. You're watching Girls High School Volleyball here on the X Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-service towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here at Lewis County High School, 24-24 here in set number 3. The fan base from both sides have gotten into this game. Number 22, Connor, still back on the serve here for Lewis County. They're on a 3-0 run. Laws all at the net, and Lewis County is going to win and 1 point away from winning this third set. I almost feel like this is a crucial, pivotal point here in the match. Connor gets it over. Winters, Potts, Sanderson going to tip it deep up in the air by Inman. Connor, quieter, dug out by Winters. Potts, down. And the Lewis County faithful does not like that one. 25 all. So I do agree with some of these faithful here, but that happens all the time in volleyball. 25-25. Surratt, Keltner, Connor, Couch, dug out by Winters. Potts, Bennett tips it down. Loretto takes a 1 point advantage, 26-25. So Loretto has a chance to win the third set here. Surratt on the serve. Ball up in the air. Couch, Connor, Quieter just tips it over. Dug out by Surratt. Potts, Bennett, dug out by Inman. Ball up in the air by Connor. Couch gets it over. Winters, Potts, Corbin, tip, dug out by Quieter. Stutz, Bennett, Tidwell, up and over. Connor, and down. Loretto somehow takes the third set, 27-25. Folks, you don't want to go anywhere. They come up fourth set coming up after these messages here on the X Sports Network.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at Lewis County High School, home of the Lady Panthers volleyball team, and wow, they have come to play here today, winning the first set 25-19, falling to Loretto 25-18 in the second. But boy, what a third set we had, and it was full of runs and just back and forth, and come down to the very end there where Loretto was able to squeak out a 27-25 third set victory to lead this one so far 2-1. And so we have gained something else on the screen here today. I think a lot of this probably has to do with our internet connection maybe here. When Will Pettis gets here and some of those guys, they'll straighten all this out. And we do apologize here today. Connor is going to be serving it up here for Lewis County. Ball's over Corbin, going to set that one over here. Potts. Tidwell swing dug out there by Connor. Stutz going to push that one over. Quieter just going to get it over, and Winter's going to pass that one up. Potts. Corbin. Nice job there by number 10, Quieter. And no, excuse me, that was blocked there by number 14. She has played well today. That's Couch. And Quieter tried to just push that over. Loretto takes a 1-0 lead. In Surratt. Out comes Sanderson. So you got Bennett, Tidwell, Corbin on the front. Surratt back to serve it up. Ball's over. Keltner digs it out. Connor pushes it over here. Couch swings. Nice swing, nice dig. Try to dig there by Winters. We're all tied at 1. Stutz back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Ball's in the air. Winters. Potts. Tidwell. Couch digs that one out. Connor will push it over here to number 13, Norris. Ball's rattled around, and that's going to be down in front of diving Connor there. Got it up, but just couldn't get it over there. Out goes Corbin. In comes Fisher. Back goes Winters. Here we're in set number 4 here. Winters. That ball's dug out there by Quieter. Connor gets it back there. Keltner just has to get it over. Fisher. Potts. Bennett. Nice job there. Blocked by Couch. Keltner gets it in the air. They're just going to get a free ball here by Marshall. Ball's deep. Surratt. Going to come off her hands. Kind of funny. We're tied at 2. Definitely not the biggest crowds we've had so far this year, but wow, they've been lively here. Quieter gets it over Potts. Bennett finds a soft spot there. Connor digs it out. Marshall. Norris just going to get it over. Winters. Potts. Bennett. Off the hands of a diving Connor. Down for the kill. And it's 3-2. In comes Newton. Out goes Tidwell. In comes Cheatham. Out goes Potts. So Newton will go back to serve it up. Ball's over. That's going to be dug up in the air by Quieter. Connor. Marshall. Big swing, but out. She wound up on that one, but just a bit long. Good swing by Marshall. Newton. Mustangs leading this one by 2. Newton gets it over. He dug out. Connor going to get that in the air. Couch. Just a little soft touch there, down for the kill. Brings the score 4-3. And Couch will go back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Couch. Ball's over. Winters passes that one up. Newton. Bennett. Dug out by Couch. And nice job by Bennett just to tip that one back over for the kill. 5-3 lead Loretto. Sanderson to check back in. Out goes Surratt. In comes Laws. Out goes Bennett. Laws will go back to serve it up. It's a nice dig by the Lady Panthers. Just pushed it a little too close to the net. Laws. They dug out there, but quieter. Connor, Norris, Newton digs that one out. Winters set up in there. Cheatham just gets it off the top of the net. Connor, Gouch, Norris going to push it deep. Nice hustle there by Fisher. Cheatham, Connor, Marshall, and a miscommunication on the back, and Marshall comes up with the kill. Five-4, back to serve it up, be Norris. Winters passes that one up. Newton pushes the backside. Cheatham tips. Nice job by Marshall. Good dig. Connor. Stutz is going to send a free ball over. Laws. Newton. Fisher. Big swing. Dug out by Quieter. Stutz sends it deep and out. Nice job there by the Lady Mustangs. Fisher back to serve it up. In comes Corbin, out goes Winters. Serves up and over, and that's going to be a dug out somehow by Connor. Fisher going to pass that up. Newton. Sanderson going to come up short on that, 6-5. Lewis County pulls back into that. Nice job by Lewis County working that ball. That's almost could have been an ace there. Marshall back to serve it up. Ball's over. Winters misjudged that one. That's going to be an ace. We're tied at 6. I didn't expect this fourth set to be any different. Marshall. Ball's up. Cheatham gets it in the air. Winters going to have to push that into the front. Sanderson gets a little bit on it. Ball up and in by Quieter. Connor pushes it over Stutz. Stutz gets a little bit on it. Off the hands of Newton. Lewis County takes a 7-6 lead. Look over this Lewis County roster. I see 3 seniors. A lot of promise here for Lewis County volleyball. It's going to be just wide there by Marshall, and we're tied at 7 again. I think they just want to get as much as we can get out of, playing these sets here today. Yep. Potts into Gabe Potts will be serving it up. Connor pushes it over here. Quieter. Big swing and long. That kid winds up and she swings hard. 8-7, Loretto takes the lead. Corbin back on front. Tidwell, Sanderson, Potts. A little drop shot serve there. Quieter, Connor. Quieter going to get a little bit on it. Winters digs that one out. Potts pushes it over here. Sanderson. Going to be long. We're all tied at 8 again. So Connor will be back for a second time. Rotation through the serve here. Ball's in the air. Winters. Potts. Corbin down for the kill. Nice swing there by Mallory Corbin. Out goes Sanderson. In comes Stroud. Out goes Laws. In comes Bennett. Surratt. Couch digs that one out. Connor. Quieter just never got over. A little missed timing there. By number 10, Loretto, 10-8 lead. Surratt. Aubrey Surratt back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. Keltner digs that one out. Uh-oh. And nice job there by Quieter. Over here to Norris. Norris, Surratt. And nice job there. That was Couch on the kill. I do apologize. Norris now checks in the game. Norris and Couch kind of look a little bit the same. Stutz back to serve it up. Service error for Lewis County. Point goes back to Loretto, 11-9. Fisher back in the game. Out comes Mallory Corp. Winters back to serve it up. Winters. Keltner. Connor. Good job by Winters. Tidwell. Srat just gets it over. Keltner digs that one out. Fisher tips it straight down. Said she was in the net. Number 24. (11-10). Dug out by Surratt, and that's going to be trouble. 11-all. So Quieter's having a good time serving back here for the Lady Panthers, number 10. Ball up in the air and over. Surratt passes that one up. Potts. Back set over. Bennett comes around. Nice dig out there. Connor going to get that in the air. Norris just going to send it over. Potts sets it over here. Bennett, big swing. Keltner, kill for Haley Bennett. Loretto will take a 12-11 lead. Tidwell to check out. Potts to check out. In comes Newton. And in comes Cheatham. So back and forth we go again. Newton. Up and over. Couch digs that one out. Quieter sends it over here. Keltner just going to send a free ball over. Winters passes it up. Newton. Cheatham tips it. Norris gets it up in the air. Connor. Couch. Free ball. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Bennett. Block back. Surratt's there. Winters. Somebody just got to get it over. Bennett gets it over. Dug out by Quieter. Connor. Marshall with the kill. And we're tied at 12. Back and forth we go. 12-all here. Couch back to serve it up for Lewis County. Fisher dives somehow. Marshall. 13-12. Couch back to serve it up. Couch. Winters. Newton. Bennett. Down for the kill off of Couch's hands. We're tied at 13. Sanderson in. Out goes Surratt. In comes Laws. Out goes Bennett. Laws will go back to serve it up. Loretto and the Lady Panthers. Lady must think the Lady Panthers all squared to 13. Laws gets that one over. That was, service error. That was very, very close, by the way. Advantage 14-13, Lady Panthers. Quieter. Nope, Norris back on the serve. Winters, Newton. Cheatham gets it over. Stutz gets it up in the air. Marshall. Connor sends it over. Dug out by Winters. Fisher set it back over here. Sanderson push it deep. Couch sends it up. Connor. Marshall. Dug out by Winters. Newton. Cheatham. Couch. Connor. Marshall pushes it deep again. Down for the kill. 15-13 advantage Lewis County. So Norris on the serve. 15-13. Back and forth we go again. Norris gets it over Winters. Newton. Cheatham. Down for the kill. 15-14. That is Avery Cheatham area. So Fisher back to serve. Loretto trailing 15-14. All's over. That's Connor gets that up somehow. I don't know what happened. I didn't know if I was going to call it, but I think she was at the net. Good hustle by Connor. She just didn't know what to. So 15 all. We're tied back again. Fisher sends that. Keltner digs that one. Connor. Stutz is going to bump it over. Laws passes that one up. Newton. Corbin. Corbin again. Dug out by Connor. Marshall. Laws digs that one out. Fisher gets it up in the air. Newton just has to get it over. Marshall up in the air. Connor. Stutz. Here comes a swing. Dug out by Laws. Newton. And going to get a point and down 16-15 Lewis County. Back and forth we go again here. Marshall back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Ball's up and over. Laws. Newton. Sanderson. Connor digs that now. Stutz going to get it over. Laws passes it up. Newton. Sanderson going to try again. Hard and down for the kill. 16 all. We're all squared away here. Nice kill by Sanderson. Newton out. Cheatham out. Potts in. Tidwell in. $16 all. Potts. Couch. Connor. Quieter. Blocked. And down. 17-16 advantage. Loretto. Boy, Quieter. I've said this earlier. That kid, and I hope I'm saying that close to being right, that kid can swing. Potts. Nice hustle there by Couch. Nice job of Couch getting up and digging that out. Connor. Quieter. Punches it. Nobody there. And we're all tied again. Let's just go to 25-25. Let's start from there. Connor back on the serve. Ball's up and over. Corbin. Potts. Tidwell. Tips and down. 18-17 Loretto. Out goes Sanderson. In comes Surratt. Out goes Laws. In comes Bennett. Keltner. Connor. Couch. A missed swing there by Couch. A rare mistake by her. Loretto 19-17. Surratt. Keltner. Connor. Pushed to no man's land by Stutz. And it's 19-18. Stutz go back to serve, and she's already got 2 aces in this set. 19-18. Stutz. Winters passes that one up. Corbin down for the kill. That's Mallory. Corbin with the kill. 20-18. Fisher in, Corbin out. Winters back to serve. Winters. Service error. Lady Mustang's second one of this fourth set. Quieter goes back to serve it up for the Lady Panthers. Ball's up and over. Surratt passes that one up. Potts. Big Bennett. That's going to the rafters. Keltner. Ball's over. Fisher digs it out. Potts. Fisher just has to get it over. Keltner. Connor. Marshall. Blocked, but over for the kill. Off of Bennett and Fisher. And we're tied at 20. Hats off to the Lady Panthers. Played that one off the rafters. Quieter. Winters. Potts. Tidwell tips it and down off of Norris. Loretto enters the backstretch, 21-20. Tidwell having to serve it up. (21-20). 21-21 all right here. Norris, Winters, Potts. Stepped over the line. 22-21. Couch serves it up. Bennett passes that one up. Potts. Bennett. Keltner. Connor. Fisher. Tidwell. Potts. Couch. Over to Connor. Marshall will swing off the hands of Tidwell. 23-21. Loretto wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching girls high school volleyball here on the X Sports Network.
Welcome to Mid-South Barnominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here at Lewis County High School, where the Lady Panthers are winning this fourth set, 23-21, trying to get 2 more points here to force a 5th and final set. You got Couch back on the serve. Ball's up and over, dug out by Bennett, and that's going to be right at the net. Marshall's going to hit that one. And the Lady Panthers are 1 point away from let's finish forcing a 5th and final set, and they definitely have the momentum at this point in this match. Couch. Set point. Bennett. Potts. Bennett. Couch digs it out. Connor sends it over to Norris, trying to win it. Dug out with Surratt. Potts. Bennett. Down. In front. 24-22. So Sanderson comes in. Out comes Surratt. Bennett, Keltner, Connor, Norris sets it over. Dug out by Sanderson. Potts. Sanderson just tips it over here. Couch, Connor, Fisher, down with the kill. 23-24. Bennett, Keltner, Connor going to send it over to Norris. Norris with a swing, and that's out. No! Oh. I don't say much, but that ball was definitely out. So nevertheless, Lewis County will win the fourth set, 25-23. We'll be back after these messages on the X Sports Network.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort, a one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability, finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with hometown heart.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Well, how fitting is this? Got some more extra volleyball here. Nevertheless, here, Lady Panthers come away 25-23 in the last set, forcing a fifth and final set. Regardless, we'll have a winner after this one. Whether we score how many points it is, well, how many we've scored tonight, I could add it up right quick, but a bunch between both ways. Both teams have pushed it pretty much both times. I will say this, Lady Panthers have fought hard, and they have to like where their program's headed for sure. Like I said earlier, I don't know. I've got a sheet from them. I think they have 3 seniors. This may be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 juniors, so they're really, really young. And so Loretto won the toss. They'll serve. Potts back to serve it up, and Lewis County takes the first point. I want to reiterate a while ago, we get into the games as announcers. We just assumed what we seen a while ago. Ball was possibly could have been out. I wasn't on the floor. So hats off to Lewis County for taking that 4th set. Connor back to serve it up. Winters passes that one up. Potts pushes over here. Tidwell tips it down. And so we're tied at 1. Stream's going in and out. Maybe it's in its 5th set too. Surratt going to reset. And she's ready. Off the top of the net, dug out by Marshall. Couch just going to send that one over. Tidwell. Potts send it over here to Bennett. Bennett dug out by Connor. Marshall. Fighter get it to there. Dug out by Winters. Potts. Bennett. That was touched. I guess it was off the top of the net. I knew it touched something. It hit the top of the net there. 2-1 lead here for Lewis County Lady Panthers. Stutz. Bennett will send that on over. Connor gets in the air. Marshall gets it over. Corbin. Potts. 3-1 lead, Lady Panthers. Miscommunication between Potts and Corbin. All the momentum at this point is towards the Lady Panthers. Stutz. Hard serve off the top. Tidwell gets in there. Nice job of her. Bennett. Srat that's going to send that one over. Couch. Couch going to take a swing at it. Dug out by Winters. Bennett swings at it. Down for the kill. Somebody was in the net. And so we're 3-2 now. Fisher, Chan out goes Corbin. Back goes Winters to serve. Winters. I don't know. We've got something. We've got an extra player. Oh! What I'm talking about. I don't know what it was, but she took care of it. It is no more. Winters. Marshall digs that one. Sends that one over. Off the hands of Potts. Surratt. Fisher just sends it over. Keltner digs it out. Connor pushes it over here. Quinder. Winters. Surratt. Potts just sends it over. Dug out by Connor. Couch sets this one over here. Quider gets it in the air. Dug out by Surratt. Quider going to tip it down. There's Tidwell. Up in the air by Surratt. Fisher blocks it back. Gets it back in the air. Winters. Bennett just gets it over. Connor. By the Lady Mustangs. 4-2 lead Lewis County. Lady Panthers. Hey. Some good volleyball here to come in this rest of this season for sure. Quider. Pulls up and over. Winters passes that one up. Potts shoves it over here. Fisher swings and good dig out there by Quider. Connor pushes it over here. Norris sends it deep. Weathers. Winters gets it up. Fisher back again. That's almost a lift, but Quider gets it over. Norris gets it over. Potts going to push it out here. Bennett not going to get much on it. 5-2. Lewis County leads this one by 3. Nick Quillen wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Watching girls high school volleyball here on the X Sports Network.
Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here. Lady Panthers lead this in 5-2. The race to 15. Quider back on the serve. Ball's up and over. Bennett. Fisher going to have to pass this one up. Bennett from the back row. Bumps it out of bounds. 6-2. It's all Lady Panthers. They definitely had the momentum going into this set. Loretto just has it since the end of that third set. Just hadn't got their wheels back under them. Quider. Ball's up and over, and that's a service area. 6-3. In comes Newton. Out goes Tidwell. In comes Cheatham. Out goes Potts. (6-3). Newton. That's long. 7-3. Couch. Ball's up and over. Winters passes on up. Newton. Bennett. 8-3. Couch. It's it over. Fisher digs it out. Newton. Bennett. So we got a sub. Ava Sharp going to come in. Haley Bennett. 9-3. Couch. Ball's over. Winters. Marshall. Marshall was in the net. Number 8 was in the net. She come down in the net. Good hustle, good hit. Why not? When you're having your way. So Laws will go back. 9-4. Laws over here. Dug out by Quieter. Marshall. Winters. Newton. Cheatham. Dug out by Couch. Connor. Norris down for the kill. 10-4 lead. All Lady Panthers so far here in the 5th set. Norris back to serve it up. Ball's over. Oh, no. That was close. 11-4, ace. 11-4, 4 points away from winning this match. Norris Fisher passes that one up. Newton, Sanderson, kill. 11-5. Fisher will go back to serve. In comes Corbin, out goes Winters. Loretto has to make a run here, has to make it quick. Fisher, Keltner, Connor, Marshall, tips it, dug out by Newton. Corbin just sets it back over. Connor, Stutz, docked, down. 11-6. Fisher back on the serve. 11-6. Ball's up and over. Keltner digs it out. Connor just bumps it to the middle. Whiter sends it over. Fisher passes it up. Newton. Corbin gets a little on it. Connor sets it over. Stutz tipped and down. 12-6. Points away from Lewis County. Taking the first of 2 here in the districts in between these two. So ball's up and over. Cheatham, another ace. 1 point away, 14-6. Lewis County has been all Lewis County here in the 5th. And one thing about this new gym, it has an air conditioner. For sure. It's beautiful, but it has a good AC, by the way. Marshall. Newton up in the air. Sanderson. Keltner. Nice dig. Connor. Keltner. Chance to, nope, this time. And 14-7. We're not done yet. Tidwell in. Newton out. Potts in. Cheatham out. Potts. Ella Potts. 1 point away here is the Lady Panthers. They dug out by Quieter. Passed over here. Quieter with a big swing and down for the kill. And Lewis County Lady Panthers will come away victorious 15-7 here in the 5th and final set. Winning the best of 3 here against the Lady Mustangs here today. They will improve to 5-0 in the district, where Loretto will fall to 3-2. So I don't have a lot to say. It was a great volleyball. I'm from Loretto, and they just, I don't know, just lost some enthusiasm, some points in time there. Didn't have gun, but heads off. Congratulations to Lady Panthers to a tremendous, tremendous match here. You were fired up. You got a beautiful gym. We'll see you here very, very soon here in Loretto for round 2. For Malin Fisher, for Shelly Fisher, what a blessing it is to be here on X Sports Network. We'll catch you at the next time this weekend, I think, over at Creekwood for a tournament that Loretto will be playing in then. 9 o'clock sharp on Saturday morning. Until then, everyone have a safe and blessed rest of your evening. You've been watching all this here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.